Testing audio. 1, 2, 3. Hey, everybody. All right, going live here. Yeah, it looks like I'm streaming. Yeah, another Zephyr hack. So crazy busy. Let's start the event. Let's not blast everybody. Let's just go in quietly and see who's paying attention. Oh, I am really crazy overloaded. Pocket Beagle 2 out there now. Wow. Okay. Um, let's invite Drew. Let's see if he wants to chat. Um, I'm gonna bring up
Hey
my.
Jason.
Hey, how's it going? How's it going with you? Are you there, Drew? Drew, are you there? You were really clear at first, and then just kind of went away.
Drew, are you there? Yeah, I'm there.
Oh, you've got the
But you're
YouTube
audible
live
only
stream.
through.
Yeah, make sure to turn the audio off
Drew, are
on
you there?
YouTube.
Okay, yeah, you're audible.
All right. So how are you doing?
I'm there.
You're good. I don't know if I still hear myself echoing.
Okay, I think. Oh yeah, you're not audible in Discord. You're audible in YouTube.
Oh, Discord. Oh, how I
I'm
hate
there.
that.
You're good. I don't
All
know if I
right, let
still hear
me let
myself
me
echoing.
exit Discord
Okay,
and
I
come back.
think.
I'm gonna come
Oh
back
yeah,
in.
you're not audible in Discord. You're audible in YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna exit Discord and come back.
Discord. Oh, I'm there. Okay, I think. Oh yeah, you're not audible in Discord. You're audible in YouTube.
Got an audio loop. Too many things. Discord, here you are. I hate you, Discord. 2 minutes and everybody just gets to see me frustrated with Discord. How fun is that? Let's see here.
Let's see.
Oh, you're still streaming the YouTube, so I can hear my echo back. Is my audio available on Discord now?
It's amazing right now.
Right. Yeah, your audio came in real clear, so I thought you could hear me. Um, yeah, Discord is not my friend. Um,
Yeah. Well, I think we should move to Matrix at this point.
oh my goodness, I have I don't know if you're using Matrix, but the Element app has gotten really clunky. Um, I don't know. I would love to move to Matrix. I think maybe something like Zulip. Um,
Hmm. I have only used I have only used elements, so I only know that part.
has it been working well for you?
Yeah, I there's a Bangalore Discord, sorry, a Bangalore Linux kernel group there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I would love to. I tried to get a Matrix server up and running for Beagle, and I even paid the Element folks for a bit. I don't know. I might even still be paying them. I need to honestly, but I just I never could get it where I was super happy with it. So
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just too scaled up.
it just the performance wasn't there. The onboarding process was clunky. I needed people to just be able to click and get in.
Oh, okay. I actually understand that part. Getting the users to actually enter that. Yeah, it takes some time to understand how to get it ready.
Yeah, so I was trying to make it a little bit better at that. I was trying to get it where you could just click and get in, and then you'd have some sort of basic
Uh,
account. Kind of, I was trying to do to. I was initially trying to use it as a replacement for IRC. Right, we used to have a click to join the IRC channel, and I really still like LiberaChat. I still run IRC Cloud, which I haven't stayed logged in the most. But nice thing about IRC Cloud is that uh, it does do the logging.
Oh, related to logging, there are actually bots like Answered Overflow in Discord that actually helps with tagging particular answers and questions
Yeah,
within Discord.
yeah, and I think this GSOC, there's several proposals, several people proposing to make a large language model, train a large language model against um, the docs and the forum. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so getting that bot out to answer questions, hey Yush,
Hello.
would really be fantastic,
Gosh.
right? So yeah, I welcome people adding bots to try to help answer questions. I think that'd be great. Um, Let me try to stay a little focused on trying to make some progress, and I'll try to keep today short. I know, at least for my sake, I've got a lot to do with Pocket Beagle 2, the modules. Um, yeah, I just have a lot to do. Um, but um, trying to make sure to block some time every week to do some progress on the Zephyr development experience on BeagleY-AI, I think is critical, because once we can get to this to being a seamless developer experience, right, I think we can really push this to Zephyr developers everywhere to just give them a really um, easy development process that's worthwhile, right? Getting Zephyr on the R5s, I think
Totally.
is a very worthwhile task, right? Good IPC, right? There's just a lot that you can do with it. So moving on. I don't remember where exactly I left off. I'm gonna by doing an update on my board, see what new packages have been pushed into the Beagle repo. I'm not able to kind of keep track all the time of what primarily Robert's pushing out. Um, but or the I know we want to check. I've seen um, Beagle Y now in not Beagleborn, I
Zephyr.
in Zephyr project, right? So I've seen it in the upstream now, and I'm not getting
Yeah,
pinged.
it's currently interesting.
Yeah, I'm not getting pinged a lot for hardware support. No, that's not it. Boards.
It's there in below supported boards,
Supported boards and
fourth
shields.
option. Yeah.
All right, so ARM 64. Um, hmm, how do we find? Oh, because
No,
that's explored.
you, you have to put Beagle.
Is that the only way to find it? Can't I just find it by
You can
looking at the
just type
list?
it in the top. You can
Yeah,
type it in the top.
that's the fast way, but yeah, all right. I mean,
Otherwise, type the vendors. Select the vendor. That should also
yeah,
work.
found it in family. Yeah, if you go to Beagle, I mean, vendor, you can obviously find Beagleboard Foundation, and um, yeah, and we can also just see all of them, all the Beagleboard Foundation boards there. But yeah, so BeagleY-AI is there now. Woo! Um, this is a little bit confusing, I found, though, because it really it doesn't it kind of ignore this document gives the overview of the running on both Cortex R5. So that's feels a little bit weird because it doesn't talk about the overall processing on the board. It dives into, okay, well, we're just talking about Zephyr R5,
The
so
target.
probably should update that a little bit. And it looks like this um, nested documentation, bullet lists, right? Nested bullet list didn't render right either. So looks like we have some small updates to do in this documentation. But the great news is it's in mainline. Of course, our big thing that we want to change is this whole process, right? This one that doesn't work. Um, so this naming, um, I didn't think this is what the UDEV rules settled at either. Um,
No, this is not. It's the
right,
older
because it's
way
a
of doing.
J7. It's a J7, right? So I don't know if how this got. Maybe this is just forward looking that they put this in there because I don't think they could have tested it that way. So um, let's go to our issue tracker and put a few issues in there for that. Um, is this the right place? I think so. Yep. Oh, Open Beagle a bit slow today. So let's put a couple issues on Zephyr. Probably need to pull down and update this repo too. I don't know if this one's actually got the code, so we might be worthwhile for us to go back and build against mainline, because this is still off on that AI dev branch. Issues. New issue. The Open Beagle got. It's been pretty fast for me. Um, so I've been trying to pay attention to. Oh, okay. Here we go. Why did snippets come in here? That's weird. What else do we have? Did you see anything else on that page that looks like it's wrong that we need to correct? The UDEV names don't match either upstream. Well, upstream doesn't have UDEV rules. Don't match or specify what creates the symlinks. So we probably need to if tell people in the documentation. It's not UDEV names. It's the
I think UDEV rules are. Isn't UDEV rules already upstream in BeagleBoard?
uh, it's upstream in BeagleBoard, but not upstream in Linux, right? So
Okay.
if somebody's using a different distro, um,
Uh, UDEV rules don't go in upstream Linux though, right?
no, they don't.
No, they don't.
They're not part of Linux. They're part of a distro. Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
exactly right. So if the driver doesn't get it named a certain way, um, then and there's a UDEV rule, then that's part of the distro. So that's always going to need to be documented that in order to get these links, we need to use these UDEV rules. We might even want to put the UDEV rules in the repository for folks for handy, right? Because we can't assume that they're going to be using Debian, or the BeagleBoard Debian.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, Probably okay to sim Linux. I mean, it's certainly, um, though, in the future, Zephyr. What else is on here? I mean, it's probably doing OpenAMP or something like some other stuff for loading. This console uses external. Okay. Um, yeah. The I don't. I mean, the external UART console is okay, but not wonderful. Um, Certainly not the ideal for somebody just kind of want to plug it in and go. So I don't know if that just hasn't been updated. If probably in mainline the console isn't there yet. I think that's probably a still work in progress.
Yeah,
So
the remote prop console is not in upstream.
okay.
We don't even have actually remote prop console actually working. It's just a hack for MicroPython.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the RP message part, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah. So we've got RP message, but not like a full console transport, right? Like it's just RP message, right?
yeah.
Is it still on this? Is most of the development Andre's?
It's
Sorry, Anthony is doing on
Andrew, I think, is
Andrew.
doing on testing. Yeah, testing mainly.
Hasn't touched it
4 months ago,
in four
he hasn't
months.
touched it.
Yikes. So I guess what got merged was there's a work in progress branch. It's even older. I don't know if there's a way to just look at this and see which branch is newest.
I think you can just click on the 14 branches, it lists all the branches in that.
That's what I clicked on. See if it shows me. 3 weeks ago, BeagleY-AI. Okay, so looks like he's moved to BeagleY-AI. Domain R5 support. So I thought that was there before. So main. Oh, maybe this was updated just as it was merged. Let's check the
Yeah, I
merge.
think so. These are all for merging changes.
So it just got merged in um, less than 3 weeks ago. Merge requests. Hmm. Oh, closed. Huh? Yeah. Search closed ones. Yep, 3 weeks ago. Maybe we suggested here that name was going to be AM6. So we started the work on the West Flash. All right. Do we want? Is there more work that we need to do on the West Flash side of things? Is that where we should try to pick things up? Because I think this is it for the documentation issue.
I think West Flash, I think it will have to halt until RP starts working.
Yeah.
Or we could just force our way.
Well, it's a one-time. I think yeah. I don't know how to. If you do West Flash and then reboot, is that always safe? Like, can we set it up that creates the symlinks appropriately so that the right firmware gets loaded on reboot? And at least get that far. So like you do West Flash and it fails, and then you reboot and it'll be running.
I will try it. We'll have to see.
All right. So what do we need to? start staging these changes somewhere. So right now we've got them on. I think I've merged them into this. Yeah, this Zephyr.
Yeah, correct.
This Zephyr tree. So we need to start staging these patches. Um,
The big, the BeagleY-AI dev, correct? Yeah.
yeah. So. Um, yeah, I don't know what we can kind of tackle maybe in like 20 minutes. Um, do we want to try to
Related,
finish the part that
related.
at least creates the sim links?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Related to OpenOCD, I checked for AI64. AI64 self-hosted OpenOCD is working for me.
Um, okay.
I think
Do we want to attack this one or do we want to attack?
let's start with this as you've already opened it.
All right. So we've got the default directories. I think. I don't know if I need to rebuild a project. Looks like I'm getting a new kernel version. What else got updated? USB gadgets, U-boot. A bunch of graphics stuff got updated. Browser, some Python libs. Some Avahi networking stuff. Util Linux, I don't know what's that. Oh, BB Code Server. I thought BB Code Server should have been protected. Is that going to impact my session here? Maybe it already did. Oh, session's still good. All right, so this is the stuff I always forget. If I want to, when I get into my build, is I have to source Zephyr and then that. Then activate. All right. Now, and then I always forget my build commands. We're still using our version because it's got the runner in it. No, I didn't mean to do it pristine. Well, anyway, need to watch the build happen. Oh yeah, so that CRIU, no idea. Looks like the distro image is updated a lot. All right, so I think we just were printing out we didn't actually make any file system changes.
The West Flash printout, if I remember right.
Yeah, West Flash would just print out that it's got the information it needs because it's getting it now from the board CMake file. It's in West subset. Oh, scripts.
Yep.
West commands. Runners. Okay, so right now when we get the board the config board target, um, that's where we want to copy it to. Do we decide we're making it a symlink, or are we making it
Can't we pass as a parameter and default it to symlink? Yeah, I thought we were going like that.
we're gonna stick with the symlink that's there, or create one, and rather than actually I forget what value config board target is going to have, right? But it's so we would just make this file, this config board target, a symlink to the actual file, and then set firmware to be that. So no, right now we're oh, it looks like we've done more. Right, because this is going to set the firmware name config board
Yeah.
target. That just might be the directory. Yeah, that's the directory, because this is just the name of the target. So, and then we go from remote proc directory here to firmware. So right now we're just copying it to that file name and actually starting it. So this is not doing the symlink approach. This is actually everything that you need to run. So did it work before?
I think we were having the permissions issue, and then we probably changed the permissions for the whole folder or something.
No, yeah, if I remember, it was for the remote proc folder part // remote proc.
Ah, okay. So our rules to set the permissions weren't right. Yeah, deferred those. Okay. Current state offline, copying over. So would I have needed to have the serial? I would have had to have had the serial port on. So that's why I've got the serial cable connected to my board right now. If I was watching it. Yeah, see, I've got FTDI cable. So, fortunately, I'm gonna have to reboot though, because Hello World just runs once and stops, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
I always add a loop around it while testing.
Yeah, but now I don't have a way to stop, because if
Why didn't you use TIO or Minicom? Oh, you're talking about
it's
states. Oh,
lightweight,
you're talking about the.
and it works in a Like it just kind of keeps things in a straight log. So instead of like painting the whole screen, it just kind of dumps the text. So I like TIO better. The bad thing is I can't actually press Control T in a browser, so I have to kill the tab. Um, but yeah, I don't like Minicom. I don't like Minicom, PicoCom. Just don't like them. All right, time to reboot. Then I can try this again, the West Flash, but it looks like, and if I have TO open first, so. Yeah, like repeat these like steps that have to happen after every boot until we eventually get them into the boot config. Um, any more thoughts on how we can have a cache of Zephyr in the disk image? Really don't have a good way to do that.
Cache what though? I'm confused in that point.
The Zephyr Git repo, right? Because
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people would really just want to make applications, but you know that may or may not be the case, right? But a lot of people just want to get in and start making applications with Zephyr rather than changing Zephyr itself.
Okay.
So if we want to have
Something like
an SDK, I'm doing air quotes, don't have the camera turned on. If we want to have just a already set up development platform, you want to still be able to like update the Git repo and pull down new stuff rather than just having a static copy. But that doesn't.
no.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know if we put in something to slash opt, but then like anybody who's like creating a West, right? So it tends to kind of expect it to be in a tree format, right? I don't know how to.
There is an out of three method also. Which supports that out of three projects.
Yeah, maybe we should figure out how to structure our example west.yaml for that, right? So that the Zephyr, right? There's a way to just have a Zephyr that is in a different directory. You could add other projects locally would kind of be ideal, but having Zephyr just be in like /opt.
Okay. Okay, makes
with
sense. Yeah.
with maybe some reasonable permissions so that it can be pulled and updated, but something where it's not in the project directory, right? Because and where it wouldn't make a copy. That's the big thing is you don't want it to just like right now it's going to go to Git and make a copy.
Yeah, because the West init always initializes that always whenever you run that.
Yeah, and we wanted to be able to go check for updates. I don't know. I can't wrap my brain around what the what it should look like from a like because you want it to be sitting there in the file system ready to go without having to go and download it. But
Yeah,
like
I
just setting
think
up one project misses the point, right? You want to be able to do multiple projects against one Zephyr tree.
there is actually example application of that out of three application.
Okay.
Uh, wait, I should have it somewhere.
Um,
Yep, it's there. They have it documented. Zephyr a freestanding application. Yeah.
When we're doing platform I/O, I guess it kind of looks like that.
So like integration of BeagleBoard, PIO, and Zephyr.
Yeah, I mean, actually using platform I/O might not be a bad way to go about it. I wasn't really saying that, but that might be the best. Um,
Platform IO is like not accepting new platforms. So
Or are
yeah.
they freezing it? Oh,
Uh, so Deepak and I think Jason also has the email, but we did have correspondence with them over email, and they did not want to add and maintain another platform such as Beagle, since like they currently do not have RTI in the default Zephyr platform IO thing.
oh, okay. That's sad.
all right. I don't see a lot like example West files here and stuff. So, but maybe this is the. Is this the one? Is this the example that you're
Oh,
showing that you're talking about how to build your Zephyr app in a standalone folder?
okay, that's by Goliath. Okay, I was reading the documentation, but yes, that's what I meant to say. Yeah. OOT, out of the tree example.
Yeah.
I've also posted the documentation link on Discord.
Okay.
Oh yeah, thanks for that. I forgot to post it.
Pull up the chat. Show chat. There we go.
Confusing. Yeah.
Okay. That's a different link than I followed.
Yeah, what you found was a blog link. This is a doc link.
Yeah. Nice. Bookmark that. All right. Now let's try our hello. Oh, I wasn't watching. I already ran it. Just me. So West Flash build hello. Kurt site is offline. Let's go. So over here. Hey, it worked. All right. So we actually spoke out the UART. And I've got a. Maybe I should turn on my camera for a second just so you can see. My desk is so messy. I'm scared to do that. But um,
Oh, I think your screen is itself showing the TIO.
yeah. I just wanted to show how the board was connected because it's connecting the. Where's my camera? I'm trying to do OBS here. Ah, sorry, my OBS. It keeps grabbing the wrong one. There it goes. My OBS skills aren't the greatest. Um, preview. Let's go ahead and review the board and all the mess that's beside it. So I've got the FTDI cable plugged in, like you see in the bottom left, and then it's connected to the headers, pins 8 and 10. Um, I forget which ones, right? So orange is one, red, yellow is the other. You just kind of have to follow from the docs, but that's how I'm getting it done. Just so
Okay.
we've got it recorded in the YouTube stream as to how to go and see Hello World. Um, how do I?
Hey, hey Jason, you have a tag connect with you, right? Oh, I was
Yep.
thinking, we could add the OpenOCD configuration for the K3 tag connect if it's there, if I remember.
Um, which JTAG, which emulator? Like
No, no. Actually, we are trying to go for self-hosted, so I think that will be counterproductive.
OpenOCD and then like what Bitbang? I mean, don't you have to connect up some? Um,
Yes. Wait, I have it with me. Uh, I was thinking just FT 2332, that series.
does that allow Bitbanging?
Have to read much on that. I'm not actually sure. I have a configuration file that works with that. Yeah, TDO sample edge falling, FTDI.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't know, I mean, Bitbanging
Let
might
me
be
give a ex
interesting. Okay,
yeah.
let you think about it.
I'm
All right.
sharing
No, go
I'm
ahead.
sharing a sample config. You can just look through it. Yeah, there's my sample config. Oh my God, this looks bad. 1 second. Yeah, sorry. This is better. There's my sample config.
Um, so it's JTAG. We need this is for a JTAG driver, right? So you need some
This is
type of
JTAG, yeah.
JTAG driver to do this, and then
Correct.
you can host
I,
it from the but you're using the BeagleY, and then it uses a JTAG emulator and then debugs itself.
yep. That I normally use what we say dangerous prototypes as a JTAG debugger. It's like an alternative at Tampa.
Which one's it called? The
Yeah,
Bus
that one.
Pirate. The Bus Pirate.
Bus Pirate. Bus Pirate. Correct. Bus Pirate. I think there's like I'm using the third version currently. There are like 5 versions, I think. I think you can just type Bus Pirate V3. I think it's called. Yeah.
There's a Bus Pirate 5.
I don't think Bus Pirate 5 is still supported in OpenOCD. We'll have to see that.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, we should be when we start doing more with this MSPM0 stuff. We're gonna try to do JTAG bridges with the MSPM0. Um, I think it'd be intriguing to do the R5, right? I mean, to have a nice high performance JTAG. Um, if we put it onto the R5s themselves, doing the JTAG processing and the bit banging. Um, but that wouldn't be helpful for debugging the R5s. All right, so if your goal is to do OpenOCD back to itself so that you can just skin into the R5 tap, right, and not disturb the A53s, that'd be interesting. Um, it seems like the memory method to me, though, is more practical. Have you tried the memory method then? The memory method of
I
OpenOCD?
tried, yeah, using DMEM, I have tried with AI64, not with AYAI. AI64, it works perfectly.
Yeah, let me show you what happens. Let me see if it still happens. I'll find Nishant's document here on Google. Um, oh,
Actually, I remember the self-hosted one.
which
Are you
one?
looking? Are you looking for the config, the CFG file?
Yeah. Well, I'm looking for the steps.
Oh wait, I have the steps written somewhere. Uh,
I think it might be buried in here. So it's got a link back to the issue.
Yeah, the way I do it is sudo openocd minus f the config file. That's the way I do it.
I'm sorry. You do what?
Uh, so the way I do it is just sudo openocd minus f config file.
Okay, minus f config file, but what is the config file?
Oh, that is ti underscores swd native tik3 swd native is written there. It's present in the openocd repo.
Oh yeah. All right. Is there share scripts?
Yes, tcl I think scripts tcl.
TCL. I mean, there's memory.tcl. What are you?
Okay, no. I
It
think
user
this is a
share
little different.
OpenOCD scripts, right? There's a bunch of scripts, right?
Yep, correct, correct. So I think it's ti underscore.
It's scripts TI? No.
Yes. I think it's in boards only. It's in boards, boards, scripts. Sorry,
Okay.
boards ti underscore.
And it's the native. Um,
Yes, ti underscore j72. Which one is the SOC for?
it's
Uh,
22s.
yeah. So j722s underscore swd native.
Why does it say SWD? Because it's not SWD, right?
Yeah, it's not that. I had the same doubt.
Okay. So sudo OpenOCD. I guess it's got using an SWD driver, but using actual native memory. And then
Minus f.
minus F. So I should just do that. I should just type in sudo um, OpenOCD-F.
Yep, it should run with that.
All right, listening for GDB connections. This is where I think I got to before. This is interesting. So the way he's tapped into it, it looks like he's actually got all of the
Yes,
CPUs.
he got all of the CPUs at gigahertz speed sampling. So you can actually debug all of this at gigahertz level. I mean, if you're running it on A53, then it's gigahertz. Otherwise, it'll be reduced in if you run it on a different core.
Cool. I mean, that's almost as you know almost as nice as having JTAG, except for the fact that when it crashes, you lose your debug session. Um, but that's kind of cool. Um, I don't know. Sys controlled. Maybe that's the muxer. Um, so he's tapping into the. He's actually going into the tap somehow, like the debug
So he's
tap,
basic.
not just the
Yeah,
memory. I don't think this is just the memory, right? It's not just like a mem control thing. Um,
I
all right.
I actually there is actually I think you were attending his conference when he was talking about this with self-hosted debugging. Yeah, I thought he told about it and how he was able to do it. Nishant.
No, I don't think I attended. Maybe I don't think so. Um, I'm not that familiar with GDB.
Okay, it's we need to have a binary that's running.
Yeah, I have one in
No, first is your wait is it already loaded?
OpenOCD is
No, I meant the code
GDB.
that you want to debug.
So
No, the
GDB
code that you want
supports
to
it.
debug.
Yeah, I've already got
Yeah,
the Hello World running. I mean, I'd have to reboot to run it
that's
again,
okay.
right? But I think seeing
No,
its sensor
that's
state like right now could be interesting, right? It should just be sitting there running in a loop. We should be able to watch it like stepping through that loop.
correct. And as it's already running, then we can run GDB on top of it. Otherwise, it doesn't run. It should be on the on state.
So do we load symbols? So we do. Um, I just don't know how to. What do you
Uh,
specify?
if we specify the localhost port,
3339 is where it
yeah.
is. So it wants the executable file, so I can provide that. Um, where do you say the connection?
Oh, one second. I have the GDP one also with me.
Build. Hello.
Okay, yeah, it's unique GDP multi-arch and GDP multi-arch target. Yeah, minus EX. You know what? I'll just share the file. Why am I doing this?
Yeah. Somebody's got to go through these recordings and actually pull out the good stuff. It's too long though to sit through all of it.
Yep,
Um,
I shared you. I shared you in the. Okay, it's low.
um, can I split my screen? EX target extended local host 3339 set RV7. Do you have to do tilde like for home path?
Yep, slash user slash home. Whatever the path
Hello,
style is.
hello, Zephyr.bin, no, elf.
Yep,
Alright.
that should do.
What is dash E? That's our commands to run.
And that's minus, that's execute.
So wait,
So
road
instead of,
symbols, connection
so
reset. So the server died. Yeah, it seg faulted. This is what was happening to me before.
okay, that's interesting. Okay. I'm first time seeing this. It have a while. I may as well try it.
Um, yeah, it didn't produce a kernel error when it seg faulted. Just you know, bad pointer somewhere. I don't know if it's useful to do a core dump or whatnot, but I wouldn't know how to debug a
Hmm.
core dump. So yeah, when as soon as you connect, it dies.
Got it.
This is what I saw before when I tried it, and I've managed to find the instructions before, but not again. Um, we need to get this into docs once we get it working. Maybe let me at least put an action. Like let me put some of the notes in here in the bugger in my bugs thing because that's. Which which project will that go under? Because that's going to be fixed under docs. Um, I think I've got a docs fork in here. I'm not sure. If I don't, I should probably make one so that we can actually stage the documentation for all this. So I'll make a docs fork and put a bug on it. You need to restart OpenBeagle because it's going slow.
Why is it turning slow? Like, is there bots? Is there some DDoS?
It seems like it. Um, there's just a ton of people hitting the pages, um, and I haven't really broken it down to see um, how much is real traffic versus bots, right? I know we fight a bunch of spam where people are trying to go and create accounts, right? Which is why we have to manually approve all the accounts. Um, but yeah, I don't have a.
People targeting BeagleBoard.
Yeah, it feels like it. So I'm gonna create a fork of that here. Fork, another fork. Hey, it kind of knew where I wanted to go because I was just there. That's handy. Hopefully it doesn't start the CI job right away. I don't think it does. I don't think it does when you first make the fork. I think you have to commit something before it makes the um, before it actually does a
I
build
th-
of the docs.
Wait, I thought you had to enable if you wanted to
Oh,
CI.
that's true. That's true. It might wait until you actually have a. All right, now I can create an issue. Trying to figure this out. All right, let's put our little notes in here, right? Because we've got. That one actually. What's better is probably just this command history.
Do you want to add the OpenOCD also? The command for that?
Yep. I'm gonna do that. I don't know. I'm not gonna analyze everything else that says. So it all has to be in separate sessions. Maybe a link to this one. I don't know that this is that useful because this is. I don't know that he basic JTAG concept. Does he have the native? Does he even talk about the native?
Oh, the native hits in a conference. There's a link for that, yeah.
Um,
I think we could give an option whether they want to use external JTAG or native JTAG. That could be nice.
yeah, I think we should document both. I don't know if it's on the same page, but kind of clarify it. Just kind of start with just kind of doing self-hosting, and then if you want to, you can use an external JTAG.
Yep.
And have kind of what the differences are there. So, all right, that's enough of an issue. All right. So, I want to to summarize anything here. We know the UART works. We know Hello World over UART works with native build. Just kind of track progress here. We need to add some other stuff to the the OpenOCD does not yeah, so we need to stop so the patch for BeagleY is in. We know this works. We don't have, I think we had RP message, but I have to go back and double check that. We don't have an overall, so we need to for that define out of tree Zephyr, so we don't need to clone for each project. I think I have some issues. Any other kind of so I think we need the start step first, then we can clean up remote proc and some upstream. All right, definitely over. I have so much for keeping it short. I don't know if there's any other actions I need to roadmap kind of put in here. Always welcome any progress outside of here, but you know, and kind of catch up. But it's nice to kind of have a little bit of movement forward every week. So, you know, I think I should be done with all the crazy vacations and stuff, so it should be back to consistent. But I'm really going to try to get this down to half an hour instead of an hour. All right. Anything else before we disconnect?
No, I had
Nope.
some question regarding like OpenBeagle itself, but I've put it in the channel for discussion.
Yeah. Definitely work on that. I find that when I reset it, it works fast for a while, and that makes me feel like it's the bots, but I don't really know who's hitting all those different Puma servers. It's
Pages.
yeah.
So are we using the community edition or the enterprise edition?
I'm using the community edition.
So the enterprise edition, like even without licensing, you can use the enterprise edition free as well. It seems to have something called spam check, which is what I think most of the other self-hosted projects like GNOME use.
Okay, so Enterprise Edition is also free. I mean, what's the catch? I thought.
I think the license
No,
is paid.
so if you use the enterprise edition without license, all the features that require a license will be disabled. So it's almost like community edition, but since it's not free, I mean, as in FOSS, it can have things like spam check, which require binary blobs. So like spam check is available for enterprise edition free users as well. It's a bit weird. I just found out about it.
Yeah, not excited about putting binary blobs on our server, but yeah. Okay. Well, let's keep chatting about that on Discord.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye,
Bye.
guys. Nice meeting you guys.